Welcome to the Photoshop video instructions. When doing the exercise and watching the instruction video at the same time, it is easy to jump between programs with the Alt-Tab shortcut. Also remember the pause shortcut in YouTube, which is the K key. You can jump 10 seconds either backward or forward with the J and L keys. Before we start, download the images for the exercise linked in the video description. When you have downloaded them, open Photoshop. You can open a document through the File menu. Let's open the picture of the beach first. When starting a project in Photoshop, it is good to save it as a new PSD document, so you don't make changes to the original pictures by accident. So let's do that now. Remember to save your project regularly. And to do that, it is good to use the shortcut Ctrl and S for quick save. Let's start by making a few adjustments to the beach picture. Under the Adjustments tab on the right, you will find useful tools to make basic adjustments to pictures, such as brightness, contrast, different color correction options, and so on. For example, hue and saturation adjustment is used for fixing color values in a picture. Make adjustments as shown in the video using the same tools. Note that it will make automatically a new layer of the adjustment. If you make mistakes, note that you can undo the latest action easily by clicking Ctrl and Z. After you're done, right-click on top of the background layer and choose Merge Visible, which will combine all of the adjustments into one layer. Note that you can't make any changes to the previous adjustments after this. You can change the resolution of the image from the top menu, choose Image and then Image Size. Note that you can't make a low-quality image into a good quality one, but you can make a high-quality image to a lower one. This is particularly useful when you want to cut down the file size of an image or when you're making images for the web. Now let's zoom out a bit with the zoom tool. Select it from the menu on the left and right-click on the image. Here you can select Zoom Out. You can also use the shortcut for zooming, which is Ctrl and plus or minus keys. An easy way to erase objects from the image is the Spot Healing Brush tool. It detects the surrounding area and fills the painted area with the surroundings, like shown here. Now let's remove the sky from the image. Select the Quick Selection tool from the left and make the brush a little bit bigger. Start painting the sky and it will automatically detect the colors and select only the blue sky. If it will select too much, you can make a minus selection by clicking an area while holding the Alt key. Note that the plus in the brush will change into a minus. If it will select too much, you can make a minus selection by clicking an area while holding the Alt key. Note that the plus in the brush will change into a minus. When the sky is selected, hit the delete key so it will delete the selected area. After that, right-click on the document and select Deselect to deselect the selected area. Now let's bring in a different sky to the picture. Open the space image and flip it through the image menu. After that, drag the beach to it using the Move tool. Resize the beach using the shortcut Ctrl and T for free transform. Hold your Shift key while resizing so the image will stay in proportion. Now save the exercise as a new PSD file. To move the background, unlock the layer and drag it with the Move tool to a better spot. Also name the layers like shown in the video. To make adjustments to a layer, choose the layer, then choose the adjustment you wish to apply. And click on the option that makes the adjustment link to only the layer below. The outline of the beach is a bit too light compared to the background, so we should darken it up a bit with the Burn tool. First, select the beach by clicking the layer while holding down the Ctrl key, which selects only the beach and nothing else. Then choose the Burn tool on the left and brush the outline a little bit. Then let's make a layer group where we put only the background images. Click on the new layer group on the bottom right and drag all the layers in it. Layer groups are a good way to organize multiple layers in one document. Next, let's add another element to the document. Open the treasure image and select the white area with the Quick Selection tool. It probably will select a few of the coins as well, so unselect them while holding down the Alt key in the same tool. Then delete the selected area and also deselect. After that, just drag the treasure to the space exercise and resize it. Remember the shortcut for free transform, which is Ctrl and T. Then let's add some sand around the coins using the Clone Stamp tool. Clone Stamp tool can copy a sampled pixels of an image, which you can use as a custom brush. Select the Clone Stamp tool, then select a suitable brush. When you found a good brush, activate the beach layer and click on the spot on the sand while holding down the Alt key. This selects the area the tool samples and lets you paint with that sample. Then select the treasure layer again and paint some sand over the coins and the treasure box. Next, we'll create a shadow for the treasure box. First, select the layer while holding down the Ctrl key. Then, create a new layer and select it. Then, use the Alt and Backspace shortcut, which fills the selected area with the foreground color. Make sure your foreground color is black. Then resize and rotate the shadow layer like here. Next, let's create a layer mask for the treasure layer and use the brush tool to paint the area we wish to erase. When you're done, right-click the layer and choose the Apply Layer Mask. Also name the layer accordingly and create a new group for the treasure and its layers. Layer masks are probably the most useful feature in Photoshop after layers. They are a good way of hiding or revealing what's underneath, or controlling the opacity of a layer. To add text, just select the text tool and make the font selections. Then drag and create a text box where you write the actual text. Then let's add a small shadow to the text. Select the drop shadow effect under the layer style in the layer menu. Lastly, let's create a shape near the text. Select the custom shape tool from the left toolbar and choose a shape. Select its fill and stroke and add it on top of the beach. Also, you can add layer styles to it under the layer menu. Remember to save the document as a PSD file, which allows you to edit the layers individually. And also save it as a JPEG, so you can use it later as an image. PSD is a working file with all the layers which you can edit. And JPEG is just an image to be used as an end product, and it doesn't have those editable layers anymore. After completing the work, remember to copy all of the files to your Laurea network drive, so you can access the files later on from any computer in the Laurea network. Just copy and paste the folder to your own network drive.